Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Dyson Hot and Cool AM05. Now this is a fanless, basically climate control system for a room. It's not going to take care of your whole home. And the idea is that instead of a traditional space heater or fan, you've got the best of both worlds. So you can see it is a heating fan, and it does have an electronic thermostat. You can see an image of that right here. So you do have a readout on temperature. It also acts as a cooling fan, and because it's bladeless, you don't have to worry about anyone getting injured, humans, animals, anything of that nature. It also, quite frankly, looks incredible. When you compare it to just about anything else that would do something similar to this, which there is really nothing else like it, you also don't see anything that's bladeless. So it's innovative, but also controversial. Let me point out this originally launched for 400 US dollars and was recalled because of some fire issues. Very few units, but enough that Dyson, with its reputation, pulled them off the market, did an engineering fix, and basically any unit you should buy today should be okay, but go ahead and check with Dyson online. That's how you'll know whether or not your model is affected. Essentially, they'll just ask you for the serial number and you'll be on your way. Otherwise, 2-year warranty with this with Dyson. If it tips over like any other heater, space heater on the market, it will automatically shut itself down. Fire prevention, safety. No worrying about burning smell. That's something you'll often get with other space heaters, and this is a very expensive unit, even now discounted. It's being clearanced at around 300, which is why I'm sharing it with all of you, and that's because of the issues it's had. But quite frankly, again, there is nothing like it, and when it comes to what it's capable of doing, it actually does so in style. So it's a cool product, effective product. Hopefully, I will be using it and finding out, considering that I was in the market for something like this, and it seemed to fit the bill, despite all of the controversy. When you look at reviews, this product does or has done considerably well for those people that have not had fire issues. And then on the back of the box, you can see there is an included remote, which you'll see when I get this open now. And it will magnetically actually stick to the top of the unit if you need it to. Otherwise, it can tilt. You can see in this graphic right here a little bit of oscillation going on, but really it's all about the fact that you've got hot and cold in one unit and that it's bladeless. So cool design, revolutionary. I won't go that far, but certainly unlike anything we've seen before. So let me get it out of the box and let's see what we've got. Do this as carefully as I can, and I may have to actually spin this around, frankly. All right, so first thing you're going to notice is, of course, my receipt is there from Bed Bath & Beyond. And that's because I stuck it in there already. And the seal on this was cracked, but from what I can tell, it looks like everything is new. Of course, we're going to find out through the course of this unboxing. Basically, your info right here to contact Dyson, that means warranty information, and pretty much everything else. They're telling you you do not need to bother with returning to the store. Sounds a lot like Sony. We all know why they do this. They would rather you not. But so that's all the applicable paperwork that you're going to need to reference. Then we've got here on the left-hand side of the box what I believe is the base of the fan. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. And this will give us a good idea of whether or not this is actually new. If I can figure out how the cardboard opens, because you really couldn't operate this without actually setting up the base. Looks like the remote is there as well. And from what I can tell, this looks brand new. So even though the seal was compromised, everything looks new here. I'm going to go ahead and, well, that is the remote. I'm going to take the remote out. How about that? Rather than try to remove the tape. Really simple, very compact, straightforward. Increase, this is hot, this is cold. Assuming this is the actual fan, speed of the fan, and then direction and power on and off. So really compact, very small. And there's a reason they want you to, glue it to the top. They don't want you to lose it. It's common sense. Let me go ahead and put that aside. And let's see what else we've got in here. What other goodies, aka the fan itself, which I may have to actually turn the box around to show you. Do my best here. Hopefully no mishaps. Let's see what we've got, what we're working with here. This is the way it should have started. And again, really, when you look at these type of products, there's nothing impressive out there. I mean, everything looks the same, everything works the same. This is the only thing, in my opinion, that is unique and offers a different experience, and something that actually you might not despise looking at, because I won't say it looks like a piece of art, but it certainly is far more unique than just about anything else that is in its realm. I mean, when you look at the Vornado space heaters and what they have to offer, I mean, they've integrated gimmicky touch screens and things like that, but at the end of the day, I'm more interested in, changing the game, and that's what a product like this does. This is, again, still looking new. If anybody else has purchased one of these and this isn't what it looked like, please chime in and let me know, because at $300, it's still an expensive model, no question about it. This is not an inexpensive device, but again, everything is looking new. As far as I can tell, this tape is a little bit questionable, but hopefully it's all right. Get off the top here, and here we go. I guess this is what I'm going to know for sure. And let's actually get the box out of the way completely. Let's take a look at this thing on its own. How about that? Put the fan right there. Put it down without it tipping over too much. And get rid of the box. I know you're just getting a close-up right now of all fan, but here we go. So basically, right down here at the base, you can see that we have manual controls if you're not using the remote. Again, heat, hot versus cold. The direction of oscillation, I'm assuming. A little bit of a warning here that when heating mode is activated, the airflow speed will automatically be controlled until the heater completes a short calibration, and of course a Spanish translation. Now you can see the oscillation moving here. I don't want to do that manually. And this base piece also some instructions regarding removing this tab where it turns to the left, probably to lock on the base, which I'm not doing right now. And your power button. This is the readout for the temperature, which will be in Fahrenheit, since this is the United States, unlike the rest of the world. And basically, remember, this is a heater and not an air conditioner, but a fan. So it's going to do double duty. And as I've mentioned over and over again, no blades. So no one's getting injured. Also, from a dust perspective, this should be, I would say, a big improvement. Just having blades that, frankly, pick up dust, accumulate them. Any type of space heater or fan, it's compromised just in terms of design compared to this. So as long as this doesn't set your house on fire, which was the big concern, this really, again, now at its new price, begins to be a value, especially when stores like Bed Bath & Beyond and other vendors will discount it with coupons, which makes that $300 price tag even less. And considering top-of-the-line units that just do heating generally and not both, and do have fans, again, Vornado being the reference point I'm using, come in at around $200. That's where all of a sudden the once incredibly expensive, borderline crazy Dyson product starts to look like a much better option, and maybe even hopefully a legitimate one, because there's no question. I look at the design of this and I start to think, will it actually work? But Dyson claims that this can heat or cool a room that's up to 1,400 square feet. Now, I find that a little hard to believe, but of course, I'm going to report back to all of you. You can see all the ventilation at the base to dissipate all the heat from the coils in there for the heating system. And even though it's not going to put off AC, the fact that it's an all-in-one is just, it makes it far more versatile. This comes in 3 different colors. This is the only color you're going to find in stock directly at least Bed Bath & Beyond. I looked for the all silver. They did not have it. You can order it as this thing tries to roll away from .com. It's really a matter of personal preference. I think this color is just as nice, but if you are looking for that all metallic finish, you can go with it. And then they also have a black and blue version. So that's pretty much it. The actual wire, by the way, for those of you that are curious, which this is the only thing that really does look suspect in terms of this thing being new, or sold as, I should say, is it seems long enough. It's not a 12-foot cord, I don't think, but it's pretty long. So if you're looking for something to cool and heat a room and do it in style, and now at a price that is not insane, the Dyson, again, A0 or AM05, despite the recall situation, since most of them have been modified, that was back in March of 2014, because I believe this product did launch in 2013. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's had enough time, so don't worry, this isn't going to set your house on fire. And Dyson did a major recall just to make sure that there were no issues. So now we're looking at, again, what appears to be a great value on a very cool piece of tech, believe it or not, when it comes to cooling and heating small spaces, maybe even sizable spaces, again, depending on performance. Wanted to share it with all of you. This is the digest. This is a cool piece of tech. And finally, getting closer to a price that's a little bit more realistic once you get it down to that, I would say, $260 price point that you can now pick it up with a coupon from Bed Bath & Beyond. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.